Recent CBS News polling shows 81% of voters cited the economy as a major factor in who they select as president. With that in mind, we wanted to compare some of the candidates' economic policy proposals. Former President Donald Trump has said he wants to make the federal government's revenue less reliant on taxes and more on tariffs. He would impose a 10% tariff across the board on all imported goods, and for anything imported from China, the tariff would be 60%. This would likely benefit companies that mostly do business here at home, according to Goldman Sachs analysts, but economists warn that it could cause a flare-up in inflation. This, he says, would be balanced by tax cuts. Trump hasn't given a specific figure for the average household. He has suggested eliminating taxes on tips and also wants to extend his 2017 tax cuts. The law lowered the corporate tax rate to 21% and cut many individuals' tax rates slightly, which critics say was skewed to benefit affluent households. Trade is one of the few economic areas in which Harris's views differ from Biden's. As a senator, she voted against the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement and the Trans-Pacific Partnership over her concerns about their impact on the climate and lack of worker protections. Harris has not released a formal economic plan just yet, but economists expect her to remain aligned with Biden's vision. Since joining the race, Harris has said she'd make family-oriented programs like child and elder care more affordable. In the 2020 primaries, she promoted the idea of a refundable tax credit that provides middle-class and working-class couples up to $6,000 a year. Like Biden's child tax credit, it could be redeemed in $500 per month increments to help with living expenses instead of waiting to file taxes. At the time, she said she would pay for it by repealing the 2017 tax cuts law for all businesses and individuals who earn more than $100,000 a year, along with enacting a fee on large financial institutions. Harris will also face questions from voters on how she'll handle the increased cost of essentials like food and housing. At a campaign rally in Atlanta, Harris promised that on day one, she would, quote, take on price gouging and bring down costs on day one of her presidency.